we have seen varying vegetation types. But what about the creatures that live in these forests? We have seen a glimpse of this in the flora, and now we're going to explore the diversity of the fauna in India. It houses approximately 90,000 different animal species. The number of bird species in India is about 2,000. This accounts for about 13% of the world's total. There are 2,546 species of fish. It also has between 5 to 8% of the world's amphibians, reptiles, and mammals. India is also home to the mighty elephant, one of the most majestic and largest mammals on earth. These creatures are mostly found in the hot, wet forests of Assam, Karnataka, and Kerala. Next, you have the one-horned rhinoceros. These rhinos are native to the Indian subcontinent. They live in the swampy and marshy lands of Assam and West Bengal. Alas, there are only about 3,500 rhinos left in India now. Next, you have the wild ass. They are one of the fastest mammals. They run at speeds of 60 to 70 kilometers per hour. They are found in the arid regions of the Run of Kutch. The Thar Desert is also home to the camel. You can also find the Indian bison, nilgai or the blue bull, chausinga or the four-horned antelope, gazelles, and many different species of deer and monkeys all around the country. Now, let's look at the predators found in the forests of our country. I have an interesting fact to tell you. India is the only country in the world that has both tigers and lions in the wild. The Indian lion can be seen strolling in the Gir forest in Gujarat. Did you know that the Gir forest is the last remaining natural habitat of the Asiatic lion? The tiger, an endangered species, can be found lurking around its prey in the forests of Madhya Pradesh, the Sundarbans of West Bengal, and the Himalayan region. Another member of the cat family, the leopard, can also be found in India. The Himalayas are home to a range of animals that have adapted themselves to cold temperatures. In the freezing high altitudes of Ladakh, you can find yaks. The shaggy horned wild ox found in this region weighs around a ton. The Tibetan antelope, the baral or the blue sheep, and the kiang or the Tibetan wild ass are other animals found in Ladakh. You can also spot the ibex, bears, snow leopards, and the rare red panda in certain pockets of this region. In rivers, lakes, and coastal areas, turtles, crocodiles, including fish-eating crocodiles called gharials, are found. But the gharials have been a critically endangered species since 2007. There are less than 200 adult gharials left in the wild. You can also find a huge number of colorful birds in India. The fire-tailed Myzornis is a bird found mostly in the Himalayas. The Himalayan monal is a pheasant and is the state bird of Uttarakhand. In addition to these exotic birds, you can also find peacocks, pheasants, ducks, parakeets, cranes, and pigeons in the forests and wetlands of our country. All these birds are found in India throughout the year. There are some other birds that fly in from other parts of the world in the winter. These birds are called migratory birds. Some of the wetlands in India are a home away from home for some migratory birds. The Siberian crane is one such bird that flies into India in large numbers during winter. Run of Kutch is located at a place where the desert merges with the sea. Flamingos come here in thousands to build nest mounds from the salty mud. They generally visit regions where the desert meets the sea. It is a truly magnificent sight. I want future generations to see this. How do we ensure that the forest wealth in our country is preserved? Well, that's possible only when we understand its importance. Forests are renewable resources crucial for maintaining the ecological balance of the planet. They control the wind velocity, regulate temperature, and cause rains and reduce noise pollution. The roots of the trees hold soil together, thereby also controlling soil erosion and floods. Most importantly, forests are home to all this wildlife in our country. As we have already seen, forests have a lot of medicinal plants that provide us with valuable medicines. Forests take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen, which is necessary for sustaining life. They also provide humus to the soil. They also help in maintaining the level of groundwater. The trees in the forests absorb rainwater and hold it in the soil. The water in this soil then seeps through and recharges the groundwater. Economically, forests are important as they support a variety of industries and provide livelihood for many communities. These forests offer scenic views for recreation. Along with these forests, animals are also of great importance. Fish provide us with nutritive food. Many insects help in pollination of crops and fruit trees. Milk-producing animals or milch animals like cows, buffaloes, and camels are domesticated by people. They provide draught power, transportation, and meat. Birds like chicken provide us with meat and eggs. All these uses are just the tip of the iceberg. Every species of trees and animals have a role to play in our ecosystem. Doing anything to disturb it can prove harmful to us in the long run. And that is why it is necessary to conserve, safeguard, and protect them for us and our future generations. But all these forests and wildlife are now threatened due to human activities. Forests are being cleared to accommodate the growing demand for human use. Urbanization and overgrazing of pastures are other very real reasons for the reduction of forest cover. These activities have pretty much modified vegetation in most places. Due to these activities, about 1,300 plant species are endangered and 20 species are extinct. Many species of animals are also endangered or near extinct. One of the prime reasons for this is the illegal poaching of animals in the country. Many animals across the country are being captured and killed for their fur or teeth or tusks. Another major reason is the pollution of water bodies and land due to chemical and industrial waste and acid deposit. So, when the animals in the forest ingest these chemicals, they die. Introduction of alien species is another reason for the endangerment of species. Alien species are nothing but exotic species. When these species are introduced into an environment that isn't native to them, they might start preying on the native species. They might start competing with the native species for food. Now this could lead to the endangerment of the native species. Reckless felling of trees or deforestation has also led to loss of habitat. What should be our response to these problems? protect both the fauna and the flora of our country, the government has taken many steps. The government has set up many biosphere reserves to protect the flora and fauna. Biosphere reserves are ecosystems with plants and animals of scientific and natural interest. The main objectives of such a reserve are conservation, research, education, and involvement of local communities in conservation. These reserves came into existence in 1971 under UNESCO's Man and Biosphere Program. In India, the first reserve was set up in 1986 in the Nilgiri Hills. Now, we have around 18 such reserves. Out of these, 10 have been included in the World Network of Biosphere Reserves. These include the Sundarbans, Nanda Devi, the Gulf of Mannar, the Nilgiri, Nokrek, Great Nicobar, Manas, Simlipal, Panchmari, and finally Achanakmar Amarkantak. Next, the government has set up many national parks and wildlife sanctuaries to take care of our natural heritage. National parks are specially protected areas for wildlife and forests. They are used for public recreation and scientific interests. Grazing and agricultural activities are not allowed here. Jim Corbett National Park was the first national park to be set up in India in 1936. Now, there are around 103 national parks in India. Kaziranga in Assam, the Sundarbans in West Bengal, Gir in Gujarat, and Bannerghatta in Karnataka are just some of the national parks in India. Wildlife sanctuaries, on the other hand, are places meant for the protection of wildlife. Within the boundaries of the sanctuary, the killing and capturing of animals is strictly prohibited. There are about 535 wildlife sanctuaries in India. Some of them are Dandeli in Karnataka, Annamale and Madhumale in Tamil Nadu, Periyar in Kerala, and Ranthambore in Rajasthan. The government has also provided financial and technical assistance since 1992 to many botanical gardens like the Kutch, the Cold Desert, Seshachalam and Panna. In addition to all this, many projects have been started to protect these endangered species. Project Rhino was launched in India in 2005 to protect the one-horned rhinoceros. Now, let us talk about tigers. According to a survey conducted by the Government of India in 2018, there are over 2,967 tigers in India. That's quite an improvement. However, they are still an endangered species. Now, the term endangered species is used to refer to a group of animals that face extinction. Certainly, this is a cause for concern. It was understood that it was important to conserve them because tigers have a pivotal role in maintaining balance in the ecosystem. And that's when the central government stepped in. Project Tiger was a program launched in India in April 1973 to protect the Royal Bengal tiger. Project Great Indian Bustard was announced by the Rajasthan government in 2013. This bird is one of the heaviest and is on the verge of extinction. There are fewer than 100 left in Rajasthan. We have seen the scenic beauty of India, and we have also understood why they are crucial for our survival. It is important that we do everything we can to conserve these forests and wildlife.